A momentous day for the families whose children took their lives whilst at university. Leading the group this afternoon, a mother from Cranbrook. Some 2 years after Phoebe died, her mother is among the campaigners. They're handing a petition today calling for a statutory duty of care for students whilst at university.
I think it's emotional for all of us in the Learn Network that are here. Hugely here with our children that we lost in mind constantly, but we're doing this for them, and it's got to happen. There's a gap that was made in 1970 when the adult age was reduced from 21 to 18, and this gap was made 53 years on, and hundreds of deaths later. This is time to change it, and we're going to change it now.
For the Grimes, their campaign is not for sympathy, but for change. The petition they campaign for has now achieved more than 100,000 signatures, meaning it will now be debated in Parliament.
We're here today to make sure that universities are negligent no more. We want it to be clear that it's not acceptable the way that some universities treat some of the students. Phoebe was a great person. She was very brave, very compassionate. I really think the world is missing out.
Phoebe was studying at Newcastle University, and a spokesperson there said, "We are devastated by Phoebe's death." And they say in the 18 months she studied with them, she received ongoing support, including a dedicated counsellor.
One student dies every 4 days from suicide in England and Wales. And we want to raise awareness with MPs and peers from across the House about this important issue.
Well, the government ministers just walked behind you. Do you think they'll listen? Do you think they'll listen to the petition and when it gets debated?
They must listen. They have to listen.
Universities UK told us they acknowledge students are going through poor mental health, but say universities' primary role is a setting for adult learning, not healthcare, and they don't believe the proposed additional statutory duty of care beyond the existing duties that already apply to universities would be practical, proportionate, or the best approach to supporting students. For the campaigners today, they're still waiting for a debate when MPs will discuss the issue. They hope they'll agree, putting a statutory duty of care in for students. Gabriel Morris for KMTV in Downing Street.